Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another live devlog of the card game Deadly Decks. We are working on Magic this week. It's been a long, arduous path through the combat system with the swords and the daggers and the axes finally kind of clicking more and definitely opening up a huge possibility space for interesting combat and strategies. Now it's time to move into Magic. Let's hop into it. I'm so excited to be here today. Number 27, guys. Can you believe that I've been doing this now up to 27? 100 doesn't sound that strange anymore. It sounds like I could actually go the distance on this. You know, you always get to that thing where when you're trying to be consistent with something, you can do it and then you're kind of like, it's easy to start it. You get to that point where you're like 3 in or 5 in, going to the gym or just changing some kind of, that was too loud, some kind of habit or something like that. And then, oh, I can mute the tab next time. I will do that. Oh, there's no picture of me. What? Whole stream without me. I guess maybe, I don't know, it's possible I could do that. But I feel like at this point I'm past the point of, will I be able to stay consistent? I mean, 27 of them, that's like almost a whole month of streaming. Because I take the weekends off and everything. Plus, also, I made a brand new algorithm because, you know, they say that makes a difference. I don't know. You know how these algorithms go. You know how these algorithms go. You can't mute a tab. You can only mute a site. Okay, good to know. We're learning as we go, guys. We're learning as we go. So today we're going to be working on Lady Lyria right here. These are our 3 heroes. This new playmat that I've been working on. It's feeling good, feeling great. Everything feels like it's clicking. And now, really, I want to finish out the week just playing more with Lady Lyria, feeling out how this magic stuff works, seeing if there's any changes we should make to it. And then, yeah. Maybe Magic is done. Does it take a week to at least get the foundation of Magic up and running? Possibly. Just as a reminder, over this week, the things that we've come up with, I mean, 3 major systems. How souls are collected, last hitting, which still seems pretty good. I think last hitting is the way to go. Honestly, it feels pretty good. And then, of course, we also have tweaks to the magic spell system as well, which is pretty exciting. And then last but not least, we created yesterday through some chat inspiration suggestions, the idea of actually giving these creatures their own armor, which magic could pierce through, making magic even more of a viable choice, making magic somewhat special, unique, or particular, you choose. So yeah, that's where we are with this game so far. I feel like the first thing we're going to do is just start playing a whole round, see where we get to, right? Let's just see how this all turns out. So I'm just going to put this in here and see if we get... Yay! I put up a new thumbnail. Oh, we'll see how that goes. Okay. Let's dig into it. I'm going to clean up the board. I'm going to clean up the board here a little bit. A couple things I'm going to be looking out for today. One of them is whether or not Magic feels balanced, and what other things could I give Lady Lyria at this point to make her feel a little more, she has more stuff to do. I think that the idea of the spell book is really amazing. I really love it a lot. But one of the first things that I want to do is make sure that it's not just always doing the same spell over and over again until you get another spell book. That would be really boring. What's up, Furry? Raymond's here. Yo, guys, happy Friday. You can text now? I thought you've always been able to text. Hey, thanks, Raymond. Thank you. You know how it is, man, doing this social media stuff. I was talking to my wife, Kathy, last night, and she was like, we were talking about it, and I was like, you know, the thing is, I've been noticing that, like, for whatever reason, the watch time of my live streams is staying consistent, but the viewers are going down. And look, it's a split 50-50. Part of me doesn't care, part of me does care, right? Part of me doesn't care because this game is great. I'm having so much fun and it's wonderful, and you guys are here. So, like, do we even need more people? And then the other half of it is, well, yeah, of course you do, because, like, you know, we have to build this community so that when I finish the game, there's people who want to play it, purchase it, support it, you know, all of that stuff. So one of the things that came up for me was, oh yeah, maybe when we were talking last night, was maybe changing up the thumbnail. Like, maybe the thumbnail's just, it's too staticky. And you know what's funny? I didn't even think about it. I thought I was doing the right thing for the algorithm, and who knows, maybe this doesn't work either, the new thumbnail. But I was thinking, oh, I'll keep all the thumbnails exactly the same so that if someone wants to watch the whole series, they'll be able to just click and watch it. And then Kathy was like, yeah, but, like, how will they know which parts that they want to watch? And we were talking about it. I was like, oh my God, it makes so much sense. So I'm going to try and go back and update a lot of the thumbnails to just give them context and titles, see if it changes anything. So if by chance you're here because you saw this thumbnail and you clicked on it, yeah, Algo win. What's up, Creeper Soar? Deadly 1 versus Deck 2. Raymond said, yeah, just keep trying different thumbnails. You can even change thumbnails on other VODs too, so they will get more. That's what we're going to try and do. That's what I'm going to try and do. Oh, I wonder if the playlist I made is not public. I'm not going to check it right now. It's okay. But yeah, I'm just curious because maybe, just maybe, the playlist that I made, because I did make one and I put in like search tags and everything. Maybe it didn't, I didn't set it to public. That would be hilarious. But yeah, thanks, Raymond. Thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for the support and love. You know, it means so much. Changing the thumbnail will temporarily boost the algorithm. Yeah, I also noticed something very strange, was that I was only changing the number. So it would just be the same picture of me, and then it would say Deadly Decks playtest number 27. And the past 2 days, I noticed that when I went live, it just did not use the thumbnail. Part of me wonders if it was YouTube just softly letting me know, like, my guy, if you're just gonna upload the same one every day and just change the number, we'll just use whatever's on your, like, main profile, because, like, this is garbage. So I don't know if YouTube was, like, passive aggressively just being like, bro, your thumbnails are trash, okay? Like, you're trash. It's just garbage. Oh, whoops, we didn't upload it this time. Gee, I don't know. Maybe you should make a new thumbnail. Like, I don't know if that's what YouTube was doing, but here we are. Here we are. It did take me an extra 30 days today. 30 days. It took me 30 days to make my new thumbnail. I'll be back, guys. 30 days later. Yeah. Guys, can I show you the coolest thing about having kids? Check this out. It's one of the coolest. There's a lot of cool things about having kids. Baby Wow, who is now 5, is in love with Minecraft, which is great, but also he's, like, literally obsessed with it. But check this out. He's drawing He's drawing Minecraft. Hold on, I gotta see because I can't see my thing. He's drawing Minecraft stuff and he gives them to me so I can put them in my office. He drew a warden and a zombie and a pirate Enderman. Isn't that sick? Isn't that sick? He wants a warden as a pet. He loves wardens. I'm like, my guy. Okay. He also, when we were playing Fortnite over Halloween, he also thought that the screen guy would make a good dad. Make a good dad. He just said it. We were like playing, you know, the scream guy with the knife and everything, who's like, want to play a game, Sydney? And he was like, I think he would make a good dad. And I was like, what? You know, and like the funny thing about being a parent is you can't overreact, because if you do, then you just make it worse. So I was like, what? I was like, what? Oh, what'd you say? Oh, so, I was like, oh, the scream guy? Yeah, I guess he would make a good dad. Why? He does. He loves Peely. He loves Peely. Who doesn't love Peely? Come on. Who ain't love that Peely guy? Here comes the drawings. They're good though. They're good. He's actually drawing really good ones. He got nightmares from the warden. He loves the wardens. I don't know why. He like loves the wardens. Which is funny because Wardens was right when the SMP shut down. Like I think they launched the Wardens like literally when the Curtis WoW SMP closed, which damn, I missed that SMP. I was watching some of the old videos. Damn, that was a fun SMP. He's never seen the Scream films. No, he doesn't. I think he would probably reconsider his thoughts around whether or not the Scream guy was a good dad if he got a chance to see those movies. Take him to the Minecraft theme park that's going to be built. Oh, totally. Yo, you know what? You know what's great though? It's like I get to do all this stuff now that's so exciting. So he loves Minecraft Dungeons, and they just announced Minecraft Dungeons 2. I don't know if you guys saw that. And so the ancient cities, you know, the big portal that never turns on in the ancient cities, they were like alluding to the fact that in Minecraft Dungeons 2, that portal actually like turns on and does something. And dude, he was flipping out. He's like, is it coming out tomorrow? I was like, no, dude, no, it's not how this works. It's like trying to explain to him something that I don't even think when I'm explaining it to him makes sense. I'm like, no. See, you can't buy it now. They're just showing you the game now because the game will come out, but not anytime soon. It's not coming out in fact, just don't even think about it because it's like another 6 months away, but they're showing us now because we're going to get excited. Yeah, this doesn't make much sense. It doesn't make sense. They do. I mean, I get it from a corporate capitalist standpoint, right? It's marketing. But like when you have to explain it to a 5-year-old, it just does not make any sense. He's like, so wait, so we can't get it now? When can we get it? And I was like, I mean, like, and like he knows what months are, but he doesn't know what they feel like because he's 5. So he's just like, you don't even know how to explain it. You're just like, no, just forget about it. Just completely forget about what I just showed you because it's not going to exist for a very long time. It's crazy. I know, we got leaked Minecraft Xbox PS3 code before GTA 6. You could have told him it's so you can tell your friends and family about it. Oh, that's a good one, Furry. That's a good one. I might try that. Oh my God. I'll take 5-year-old drawings of wardens and pirate Endermen all day long. All day long. Like, please. He actually wants it back though, by the way. I told him I had it in my office and he's like, but I want it back. And I was like, what? Oh my God. Come on. Come on, bro. I made you. You can't take this artwork away from me. All right, let's get into this. Let's get some magic going. He does. I have showed him the printed cards. He really loves the skeleton guy is one of his favorites. And I think the slime guy is one of his favorites. He has both of those cards sitting on his nightstand. He really loves those. Oh my God, this is great. All right, let's see if we can do some combat. Yesterday we came up with, thanks to some helpful inspiration specifically from Furry, about adding in some armor to the cards, and maybe that magic could break through the armor. And so I was kind of kicking around this idea that, you know, you do -1 damage if there's a shield, and maybe if there's 2, or maybe there's numbers on them. I don't know yet. But I do like messing around with this. I think it's fun. Furry said, fair warning, the later you have kids, the more problems they may or not have. One of those kids, oh no. Add a medikit guy. Yeah, like a healer. We need a healer. We don't really have a healer on the team. Maybe that's something to look into. Like a specific healer class. Cottonmouth is kind of a healer. She has this, they have this really cool thing where leeches do 1 damage. So you do leeches, and then you can throw swamp juice at someone, and it restores 2 health of any hero. But if your last successful spell was leeches, you add even more health. So that's a pretty cool spell that Cottonmouth can do. When it upgrades to the level 2 spell book, you actually, it's one of my favorite things. You get to use Tot the Big Leech to do even more damage, and then you can actually make warm swamp juice, which just like I love. Did I ever finish Steven Universe? I didn't. I never did. I liked it. I'll be honest, Steven whines a little too much for me. It's like it gets to a point where he kind of like gets very one note. I really love the universe. The Steven universe. I really love it. I love all the other characters. I just, sometimes he just really infuriates me. Like, as a person just sitting and watching, sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, dude, stop whining. Like, stop whining. I missed out on the peak. Is it part of his character arc? Is it like essential that he's a whiner at first? I could be down with that if that's true. All right, so we got Cottonmouth here. Let's see if we can figure out some combat here. All right, we're gonna start this off like we always do. We're gonna put these guys in here. We're gonna flip these guys, put these guys in here. Oh, yeah, Jefferson said, Raymond said, as an addition to this game in the future, you should make card packs and you put random characters and abilities. Like, you could pull an awesome card. I was thinking about that. Like, you know, with 10... So ChatGPT says that there's like 1,000 permutations based on the 3 characters and 10 hero pool. That, like, there's... Is that what it said? 1,000? I think it's... No. I think it's at 100. Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out. I had chat do the numbers yesterday. Now there's 2 chats. There's live chat and then there's AI chat. Let me see here. No, this was also when I was trying to do the... I was trying to figure out how much Fortnite makes. There's 120. My bad. My bad. There's not 1,000. There's 120 possible team builds. Which is pretty exciting. Oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah, you could do a rando one. Yeah. I've been doing a bunch of little AI games too. We're not going to get into that. Don't procrastinate, Kurt. Don't procrastinate. It's not going to happen. Okay, we're going to play. We're going to play and see what happens. So you guys ready? All right, we have Kira. Kira still needs something. She's a little too boring. She's like your basic, like super basic hero. She does 2 damage on a critical +1. She can use a shield, which takes up to 5 damage points. And her ability is she can use the shield to block damage for anybody, which has been very useful. She still needs one more thing. I mean, it gets a little tiring just doing this sword over and over again. You're in the mood for making ideas. What are we going to make ideas for? Am I porting Deadly Decks to Roblox? Oh my God, it hadn't even occurred to me. Do you think kids on Roblox would play this? I feel like it would just be a niche game. Do I have to add brain rot? Kira's main ability is she can use her shields to block any hero damage. So she can use a shield to block Lady Lyria's damage or Rowan's damage. It's not my favorite one. Honestly, it's really not my favorite one. But I think with like an extra item, she could be pretty good. There's a card game called 21 that's popping off. We'll have to check that out. Oh, it looks like this is a knockoff of the roulette, buckshot roulette. Oh my God, it has 779 million visits. Yeah, it's only popping off just a little bit. Is the music too loud, by the way? Because I changed my headphone setup. I lost something here. I lost this. It's its own game. It's way different. Okay, I'll have to try that. How does the former UK Prime Minister say ChatGPT again? I don't know. Does he say it funny? Her ability is using the shield. Isn't that the point of the shield? Yeah, but so you can only use shields on yourself. It's an instant, so she can use it on herself. But she's supposed to be like a commander, like a former commander. Protect my allies is her thing. And so her thing is like she can actually like block damage, you know, like I'm gonna save you, you know, that kind of deal. It's come in handy, actually. It's come in handy quite a bit. But the shield probably is not as strong as it needs to be. But she still needs something extra. And then Lady Lyria, of course, she needs something extra too, because really we just have this one soul spell. And if we get 2, we get 2, but there's really not a lot to do with her. So everybody kind of needs something new. Rowan's pretty good. He's fine for starting. He has throwing knives. He can flank. He can do crossbow. Why can't the people go behind Bucket? Just hide behind Bucket. They should. Oh, thanks, Sam. Yeah, we're working on it, Sam. Look at it. It's coming together. It's coming together. All right, so let's give it a shot. I do have some new events that we could put in, but I'm going to do that over the weekend so that on Monday we can start fresh. But one thing that came up, just so you guys know, that I think is important to reference, I was telling James, the artist, we were talking about it, and I was just kind of saying, like, you know, we have like doubles of each location, and when you draw 2 in a row, it really just feels bad, man, right? Like, it's not like, you don't feel like you're exploring a world. You really just start to come up against that wall where you feel like, well, if I just drew 2 of the same cards, that's kind of boring. Personally, this is something that I have a huge problem with like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering. I hate to say it, but it's just like having a half of your card deck or a quarter of your card deck being like just land cards. Now Magic the Gathering has actually gotten a lot better where land cards actually do stuff, so there's a lot of unique land cards. But particularly Pokemon is like, my God, like energy cards, really? Just put the deck off to the side. Like who wants to just shuffle them in? Oh, Ultra Kill? I gotta play that game. Someone in my class, when I was teaching them last semester in the fall, they used Ultra Kill as one of their main kind of like references, and I saw it and I was like, yeah, this is cool. I really want to do some 3D design, game design on here. Just so you guys know, I'm really trying to think of how to expand out the stream so that Deadly Deck stays, and then add something on, but I don't know how to do it because I don't want to start working on another game until I clean up some projects I'm doing right now. But like, that would be cool. I would love to play Ultra Kill on stream for like an hour and like give my hot take on it. That would be fun. A Curtis Draw Monday. Yeah, and when I used to make music Mondays were great. Okay, so if you guys remember, we have the map over here. We start at the Soulbind Keep. We're going to be traveling along here to one of these locations. Doesn't really matter because we're really just testing combat. But let's go ahead and start. Let's shuffle up our decks here. Shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. And let's see what we got going on here. Let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. We're going to draw our first event. Drum roll, please. We've got a cocoon. All right, this last time this almost killed Bucket because Bucket could not crush a spider. But we're going to try it this time. So we select a hero. We roll for their strength, which means we take their strength amount and we add it to whatever we roll. If we get 2 or less, we summon a spider. Only this hero can engage, draw an ally after defeat. 3 or more, summon a spiderling. Only this hero can engage, draw an ally after defeat. If I don't, I have to pass, and then I get a caught in webs, and I don't get any of this. I don't get any of the ally cards. Again, allies are actually really helpful. They're people who inhabit the land that you save, and then they help you because you help them. So let's give it a shot. Who has the biggest strength here? That would be Kira. She has 2. So 2 or less, summon a spider. Only this hero can engage. Okay, so if I roll a fail, we're going to get a spider. If I get a 3 or more, it's going to be a spiderling. I think it would be like 2 spiderlings, but I don't have any spiderlings yet, so we're going to have to keep it to a spider. But that's okay. We're going to do it. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's have Kira do it. So she gets a 2, so it's really going to be a spiderling. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the spiderling here. We don't have a spiderling like I mentioned, so it's going to have to be a spider. That's okay. I'm all right with that. If you guys remember, spiders are one of my favorite creatures because they're so interesting how their combat works. This spider has a 3 health, does 2 damage, and it prioritizes attacking any hero with a miss on them. And if they don't, they're going to try and attack the hero with the highest health. If it does attack a hero with a miss token, that hero is stunned. So it's kind of like, if you have a miss token and you're vulnerable, it's going to just go for the gold. Is that what they say? Go for the gold? No, they don't. They say go for the jugular. But I say go for the gold because the jugular is the gold. It's the golden jugular. Okay, so now because of this, only Kira can fight the spider. So we're going to go ahead and with Kira, she just has to do a regular roll to get 2 damage. So that's great. She does 2 damage to the spider. She doesn't have a miss, which is great. And she's going to, well, none of this matters. This guy's going to attack Kira for 2. Okay, great. And last but not least, we want to roll to see if she hits again, and she does, which means she kills it. So if we got a crit on that, we could have killed it in 1. And I wasn't concerned about getting the miss because I could use her shield to block the miss, which would turn into a peril. So this guy's done. We're going to roll for our loot. This is 1 and 2. This is 3. So we roll. Oh yeah, we got a 1. The dots are what counts. The dots are 1 through 3. So we got a 1 here, which is the regular loot deck. We get a Torch of Vorm, which is a do 2 damage. If the creature is blood type, do plus 1 damage and discard. It's supposed to cause 2 fires, so we'll give that to Kira. Good job, Kira. Great job, Kira. And then we get an ally because that's what this card does. Creature goes up here, and if you see on here, we did a 3 or more, summon a spiderling. This hero can engage. Draw an ally after defeat. Okay, let's check it out. So we get an ally here. Whoops, not the whole deck. Not the whole deck, guys. Just one. Just one. And we got Inez the farmhand. She says, ugh, too many spiders. She's supposed to have a pitchfork. She's like a farmer. Put this card to the side. Each time a hero defeats an arachnid creature, put a coin on this card. And when you have 3 coins, discard and add the coins to the party. So some of these heroes are like little quests. So we're going to keep Inez's quest here because why not? The first one that I killed just now doesn't count. That was an arachnid. Yeah, right there. So this is like a cool little quest of like we could get 3 coins, 3 extra coins from killing arachnids, which pretty cool. All right, not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And we have the Torch of Vorm, which does 2 damage. And if the creature's blood, do +1 damage. And I have to discard it. So I'm actually going to give that to Lady Lyria. I think we just give that to Lady Lyria right now. All right, next event. Drumroll, please. That was one event. The second event, Prison Cell. Select a hero, roll for their intelligence this time. 2 or less, summon an oozer. Only this hero can engage. 3 or 4, draw 1 loot. 5 or more, draw 2 loot. These used to be optional, and I think they're not optional because you got to do them. All right, do we have anyone intelligent on the team? Looks like Kira once again. She has 2 intelligence. Lady Lyria has 1. Rowan has 1. So Kira's pretty smart. Okay, Kira, let's see what you get. Let's see what you get. So we got a 1. No, we got a 3. No. We got a 1. So 1 plus her 2 intelligence is a 3. That means we got 3 or 4. We draw 1 loot. Okay. And I think it's just loot. Yeah, it's not weapons. So we flip it. Great. We got another elixir. Sure. We'll just give that to Rowan. Why not? That's good. It's a pretty good run so far. Let's do our next event. Oh, the Swirl Cellar. My favorite, the Swirl Cellar. You guys know this is one of my favorite cards. I love this event so much. You draw 2 creatures from the creature deck and you have to defeat them. If I get a critical at any time when I'm attacking, I can add 2 damage to the attack 1 time, and then I have to exhaust the location. Now, why is that important? Because of this last option here, which is if the card is not exhausted, if I don't knock them into the Swirl Rack, by the end of the encounter, I get to summon Vintage Swirl, which gives 3 health back when I consume it, but also creates 2 miss tokens because they're messed up after they drink it. That Swirl is it's strong, guys. Okay, so let's do it. Let's draw 2 creatures. Another spider. Oh, that's great because when we kill this thing, we're going to get 1 coin for the arachnid kill. And then we also have an undead guard, which does 7 health, does 2 damage, and will attack the strongest player on the team. That's always going to be Kira, the strongest. And this guy's going to attack. There's no misses, so this guy's going to attack the highest health. Also Kira. Sometimes I feel like too often these guys are targeting the same people. Maybe that's just not enough playthroughs yet, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, we're going to start off with, honestly, I really want to try this. The spider has a weakness to fire. I want to remember how fire works. So this will do 2 damage. If the creature is blood, do +1 damage. It's not blood, it's arachnid, but it does cause 2 fire tokens on it. And I believe the way this works is it's a multiplier, which means it's actually 4 tokens, 4 fire tokens. I believe you multiply the weakness. You could make the attack in an order of left to right or pick a number. I was thinking that too. I mean, that's part of the reason why these dice have these dots on them. The dots go 1 through 3 twice because it's a 6-sided die. So it definitely goes like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I do that on some of these creatures when I need them to randomly attack, but we haven't done that. I think the Tormentor does that. So I could start with the Torch of Vorm and just blow this thing off the map. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Like, why not? You know what? Let's not do it. Let's save it. Let's play for real. I wouldn't use it on this. It's only a 3. It's only a 3. And I think we can kill this thing. Oh my god. I didn't last hit on the last... Oh, because I couldn't. Lady Lyria wasn't there. Interesting. So had I put Lady Lyria in charge of killing that first spider, I would have actually had 2 souls by now. That would have been pretty smart. But I didn't do it. Really? Disney has a movie with spiders? Yes, furry, yes, totally. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see if we get Kira to go attack the spider first. And then keep in mind this Undead Guard also has a on death effect here where it does 2 damage to the last hero that attacked unless the speed is 2 or more, which means we gotta go ahead and hit up Rowan. Rowan's gonna have to last hit this guy. Okay, I'm gonna try, here's what we're gonna try and do. We're gonna use Kira to hit the spider, put 2 damage on it, and then Lady Lyria last hits it and gets the soul back. Let's try it. We haven't done this yet. Let's see if we can pull this off. Okay, Kira goes ahead and does her hit. That's 2 damage to the spider. That's great. That's her turn. Now, Lady Lyria is going to use 1 soul to do the Bolt of Truth, which is a ranged attack. That doesn't matter so much, but it does 1 damage per soul used, and I can use up to 2. I only have 1, so we're going to go ahead and do her turn, and she hits, which is great because that means we take this guy, he's done, that's 3 health onto him, flip him, and Lady Lyria actually gets another soul because she last hit the arachnid, the spider. And let's keep in mind, I should probably do this at the end of the game, that's 1 coin for killing a spider. Thank you, Inez, the farmhand. She's like, oh yes, these spiders are terrible. They're ruining my crops. Okay. So that creature's done. Rowan is the last one on the team to go. Here's the problem with Rowan. The problem with Rowan currently is that there's really not anything other on his first shot to do other than use the crossbow and then flank, which gives you a +1. Don't believe this +2. It's fake news. But you put +1 on here for an attack roll. There really isn't a reason to do anything other than that. Maybe that's okay, because it's just starting the game, but I don't know. Part of me feels like it's a little bit like, bleh, I just keep doing the same thing over and over again. But again, maybe that's just starting out. It's okay. So let's go ahead and have him do his crossbow. 1 is a 1 damage, 2 is a 2 damage, and critical is 2 damage, but the creature is no longer flying. None of these creatures are flying. So let's get him in there to hit. He does 1 damage, which is not that great. And then that's the end of our turn. The Undead Guard does 2 to the highest strength hero. That's going to be Kira. She's going to take another 2 damage. Ooh, she's down to 4. Yep. And we haven't had any criticals yet either on this map. Okay, it's our turn again. I'm going to reset everything. I'm feeling like we're getting close to a miss, though. I gotta be honest with you guys. I think we're about to miss on this turn. So let's get Lady Lyria. Let's get Lady Lyria to go first. She's gonna use both this time. We're gonna flip both of these. She's gonna go ahead and roll. She hits. That's 2 damage because I used 2 of her souls. And again, remember, without the fire means I just use them on the turn. If I burn them, it means I destroy the souls, and I can do one of these. But I don't feel like I need one of these yet. Not yet, at least. Yeah, we're doing good. I'm also going to play with she can't have more than 4 souls. I think that's enough. Okay, let's go ahead and have... So Lady Lyria went. Let's have Kira try and do a follow-up here. So she's gonna... I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. She's got a mist token on her. But she does have the shield. Okay. One thing I forgot on my last turn, I did want to set Rowan to flanking. So let's just keep that. It's a little secret between me and you. Okay. So she went. She missed. It sucks. And then Rowan is going to now have a +1 to a roll. And we're going to try and use his throwing knives, which again feels like you just kind of do this over and over again. You use the crossbow, then you flank, then you use the throwing knives. And then after that, you're kind of stuck with just the crossbow. So maybe there's something else here. I'll have to think about it. I really find that when they only have one attack, it's really not a lot you can do. So yeah, maybe we can change it up a little bit. But anyway, he's going to use the throwing knives. If I get a critical, it will do 3 damage, which means I have a 50-50 chance. There's 2 1s, 2 2s, a miss, and a success, like an epic win. So split that down the middle. The 2 2s and the epic win will get a +1, which means they'll always be epic. So let's see if we can get this to happen. We roll and see if we get the 3. We did. 2 + 1 is 3. 3 gets us to the crit, which means we've just done 3 damage to our little skelly boy. Now, this also means he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in. So who last hits him is going to matter. We really want Rowan to last hit on the next turn. So he is not flanking anymore. Okay, this guy does 2 damage to the strongest hero. That's going to be Kira. Because Kira missed, that would mean it's actually 2 damage +1, and this would flip into a peril, which would be, so that's 3 damage. That would put her at 7 damage, which would put her at 7 health. I'm actually going to absorb the hit with the shield so that she does not take the peril. The mist token does not turn into something. I think that's fair. Personally, I feel like that's fair. I feel like if I wasn't allowing you to do that on a miss, like if you had a mist token, you couldn't do this, I feel like it would break the game. So Kira's gonna be okay. She's gonna be all right. She's gonna be okay. That concludes that turn. Kira did not get hit with the mist token. Flip over her stuffs, reset the spells, reset this. This does not come back for the rest of the encounter, but we do get it back after the battle concludes. And as I mentioned, this guy does 2 damage when he gets killed. So I really want Rowan right now to get this guy for 1 damage. That's all we need, Rowan. Just 1 damage. 1 damage. Let's get him to do it. Come on. And he does it. So that's going to kill the undead guard. Yay. Yay. Let's grab all of these. Magic is feeling pretty good, although I haven't really done anything exciting with it yet. But let's see what happens. Okay, we get 2 loot this time. Let's take this and put it up here. Oh, things that I haven't been doing. 1, 2, 3. So we do get 3 coins at this point. So I haven't been tracking them because we haven't really been... come on, Mike, what are you doing? What? Okay. So I would have 3 coins already. 1, 2, 3. And then we get to roll twice for loot. I got a 3. That's a weapon, a new weapon. We got the blood sickles. We got this last time, but that's okay. You know what? We're gonna try it. Let's see how these start working now that we're getting opportunities to do stuff. The blood sickles, you do hack on a turn, which is roll twice, do 1 damage for each success. So it's like you have the so it's kind of like Simeon's whips. But I guess you get to use both of them. I'll have to think about this. What happens when you do 2 rolls, but you get a failure? I don't know. We'll have to see. And then if you do that, no roll required. On your next turn, you can do Final Strike. If the last successful action was hack and both rolls were successful, do 3 damage. But you need a 3 speed or more to be able to do this. So, okay, so that's good. Rowan can do that. I guess we'll give it a try. We'll give it a shot. I don't really like the rolling thing. Again, that's like what happens on a fail. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happens on a fail, but we'll mess around with it and see. Okay, and then the other roll is gonna be a loot. A loot. Oh, Jug of Speed. Wow, Jug of Speed is really, really useful. Really useful. Jug of Speed gives an additional action point this round, which means someone can do 2 things on their turn. 2 of these blue sword actions, which is usually like attacking or doing damage or things like that. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's fascinating because if Lady Lyria had more souls, she could actually do 2 shots. Wow, that's pretty cool. Man, this game, I'm seeing things in this game like bouncing off of each other, and it's really exciting. Like I'm really seeing like cool things that are just crossing over each other. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward with this. Our next, oh, and I get the vintage swirl because I didn't get a critical on this. So let's go ahead and grab that. Let's look for the vintage swirl. We got it. We can flip it. I'm gonna actually use it immediately, which is drink up, heal for 3 health, and place 2 mist tokens on them immediately and discard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip this. I'm gonna put Rowan as the leader, and I'm gonna take 2 misses on Kira. And then I'm gonna remove 3 health from Kira so that she's back to good. Now, I need to just really make sure that she does not get hit on the next encounter. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. All right, we flip it. The Prison Hall. Draw 2 creatures from the card deck. Defeat them to continue. After defeating all creatures, draw an NPC. Okay, cool. We're going to draw a undead guard. That's bad news for Kira. It's really bad news for Kira. That's really bad because this guy does 2 damage, which means Kira just drank that potion. She has 2 misses. That means this guy would do 2 basic damage, and then each one of these would convert not only into a +1, making 4 total damage, but then I have to flip both of them into a peril tracker. And once you get 3 peril tokens, you pull a peril card for that character, which is not good stuff. It's really bad stuff. It means they've been really hurt. Okay, the other one, please do not target Kira. Oh, wrong thing here. Oh yes, okay, is the Sulker, and the Sulker does attack the party leader. That's what the crown means. And on the first attack, do 1 damage and apply a bleed token to that hero, and it cannot be defeated or healed until this creature's defeated. So that basically means Rowan is gonna be not doing so good. Any emo heroes yet? No, we should add one. We should add an emo hero. I don't think we have an emo hero. Maybe Eris. Eris is a little bit emo. Rowan is kind of emo. I mean, that dude is definitely emo. Look at this guy. Dark Knight. I think it's copyrighted. I'm not sure, but I think it's copyrighted. I've heard that somewhere. Make one who dances. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Okay, let's see what happens here. So I'd like to maybe try. Oh, this gets crazy. Okay, follow me on this one. Since I have the Jug of Speed, I can take an additional attack point during a round, right? So if this round I do the hack on the Bloodsickles and I roll twice and they're both successful, then on the next turn, can I drink this potion and then do the final strike twice? If the last successful action was hack and both rolls were successful, do 3 damage? Is that possible? That feels like cheating. That kind of feels like cheating a bit. Like it feels like that shouldn't happen. But then I have a bunch of questions about this. I'm like really stuck on this. If I drink this, this is very important. If I drink this, like if I did hack and I roll twice and each one's a success, I could drink this immediately after doing that attack. And then I could do this immediately. Or if I do this on turn 1, on turn 2, I can drink this and do this twice. Oh, wait a second. Oh my gosh. No, it does work. It does work because the rule specifically says if the last successful action was hack, then if I did this on turn 1 and I was successful, and on turn 2, I drank this, I could do this one, but then I couldn't do it a second time because the last successful action wasn't hack, it was final strike. Yeah, it actually works where it's like the rule keeps it from being stackable. You can't do it. You could only do final strike and then do hack again. Or I could do hack and then drink this and do final strike on a single turn, which probably is the most powerful thing I could do. You can't do the throwing knives twice. This doesn't have the writing in it, but if you did the throwing knives, you can't use them again because they're exhausted. Interesting. Okay, I'm just kind of going through and like now that we have things that are like really working, you know, and then if we came over here, she could do Bolt of Truth twice in a single turn, but that's fine. She would need the souls to do it, right? So if she has 4 souls, you could do 2 of them to do Bolt of Truth, and you hit and you do 2 damage, then you drink this and then you do 2 more. That makes sense. Or Kira can attack for 2 times. She could do this. Interesting. Wow. A Russian hero. So here's the thing, like we're definitely want to put in as many different kind of like people in the game, you know, but we also are working really hard to make sure that whenever we do put people in, that we're making sure that they bring their own unique backgrounds, interests, kingdoms, lores into the game. So we're actually working on that right now. Not particularly a Russian hero, but we are working on bringing in other heroes. All right, let's go. Well, let's play this out. Let's play this out and see what happens. Do any heroes have a specific edge against certain enemies? No. No. That could be pretty cool. He fought bears. What? In gay? In Russia? No, but that would be pretty cool. Raymond, like an undead necromancer, or not an undead necromancer, but like a necromancer who specializes in the undead. Be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Maybe their whole power is that they can just summon skeletons or something. I don't know. And they don't even have weapons. They just have creatures. That would be pretty sick. That's kind of the whole point of this game, guys, is not just to make one single game, but to make a system. So anyone who plays it could even make their own cards, almost like Dungeons and Dragons, but maybe like, it's almost like if Pokemon met Dungeons and Dragons. You know, Dungeons and Dragons is a rule set, so anyone can make anything that they want. This would be like, but like in Pokemon, you can't. This would be like, here's the rules. And then you can make your own cards and make your own rules and do all kinds of crazy stuff with this. Oh, a gay Russian that fights bears. Yeah. Okay, let's go through this. Let's see where we get. This was really cool. The Jug of Speed, fascinating, really interesting. Nothing broken yet. So let's see. If I were to do anything here, this would be 2 damage plus 3 would be 5. So even if I were to drink this on one turn to do 5 damage, that's if my rolls were solid. That's what that would do. I really would love to try and kill this guy before he gets to Kira, because that would be sick if we could pull that off. I think to do that, we would need to start off just right off the bat. Lady Lyria uses Torch of Worm, which is 2 damage and causes 2 fire. 2 fire, which we don't really care about the fire, but okay. So we do 2 damage. This actually, I don't even know why I'm turning this. This is a discard. So she uses the Torch of Worm. She does 2 damage off the bat. That's not even her turn. She just used that as an instant. And it creates 2 burn tokens. So we just go up here and drop one of these. Hopefully we won't even need the burning tokens, but you know, they're there. Okay, that's not what we needed to do, but okay. The real thinkers are here. Okay. Okay, so now Lady Lyria is going to, this is where there's a problem. I would love to use this right here, but I can't, because if I do, she won't actually have anything that she can do. So that's where I kind of come back to, maybe she does need that dagger, a magical dagger, you know, so that even if I do burn it, I have this option to burn them and then still do 1 damage until I get something back. IRL, you could set the card on fire. No, seriously, set the card on fire. This card is now burning. Put it in the trash. This card is burning. And I hope you put in a new battery in your smoke detector, because this card's on fire. All right. We're going to give her the dagger so that I do have this option. The next hero does 2 attack. I feel like I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try something a little crazy. A little crazy. This dagger thing really bothers me, if you can't tell. Because I feel like if I then only have 1 soul, this one does ranged and does 1 damage. Why would I ever need this? But I guess you need it because if you want the opportunity to burn all of your souls, then you need the weapon. Otherwise, I can't ever really burn all of my souls, which means there's a much more limited play space for me. Your smoke detector doesn't use batteries. Do you have it wired into the house? Smart guy. Look at that. That's how you be smart, guys. Wouldn't you want to take them out? Guys, we got to take the batteries out of the smoke detectors before we play. Oh, no. No, don't take your batteries out of your smoke detectors. And change them. That chirping. Who can live with that? Okay. And we also, this guy does 2 damage when he dies. So we really need to make sure that Rowan hits him, because Rowan is the fastest. He has 3 speed. We need at least 2 speed. And he's the only one who has the speed to be able to not take the damage. This is going to be tricky. I kind of can't do the math on this. I think for sure we want Kira to do 2 damage. So let's go ahead and have Kira do it. So go ahead, Kira. Hit your thing. Oh, wow. That's great. She did 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. That puts us at 5 tokens. We need 2 more damage coming from somewhere. Someone's got to do 2. Someone's got to do 2. I want to make a joke, but not risking it. I don't know what kind of streamer you are just yet. That sounds like it's a good idea not to make that joke. Yeah, right? Nice job, Kira. Kira's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to get hit this time. I'm not going to get hit. That's great when that happens. Okay, Rowan is going to... We got to get Rowan to last hit, which means he's got to do 2 damage on this. Or do we do 1 damage? Yeah, here's how we do this. I think we just do it like this. Lady Lyria is going to do one damage. We're just going to get Lady Lyria to use 1, whatever. Just use your soul thing. So she's done. She's just going to roll. Hopefully she doesn't miss. She hits. She gets 1. The reason we wanted to do that is this guy's at 6 now. He's at 6. So all we need is for Rowan to just do 1 damage. And what I'm going to do, we're going to play this one out. It's probably going to be me cheating a little bit, honestly, because this thing is kind of broken. But let's play it through, which is I'm going to take 2 dice. They said for each successful roll, I get to do 1 damage. So we're just going to roll these guys. And I don't know, 1 is a hit, 1 is a miss. So I guess I only do 1 damage. And I don't know, do I take a miss? Is this like Simeon's thing? I also take a miss? Oh, he's not hitting this guy. What am I doing? He's throwing. Yeah. He got it, though. He did get it. We're not going to be able to do the final strike, which is interesting, too, because the final strike, I guess it's not based on a creature. I was going to say maybe, you know, it has to be the same creature you target, so he can't really do it on the next turn. But he did get it. He got it. I just don't know what this means. Does he get a miss? It's kind of important because this is going to attack him on the next turn. So does he get a miss? I guess so. All right, we'll give it to him. He's got a miss. He missed once and then he hit once. And maybe that's part of it. I'm going to take some notes on this. Um, 3/27. It's March 27th already. Blood sickles. What happens on a fail roll? If you get 1 fail, 1 success, is that 1 miss? If you fail twice, is that 2 misses? Seems like, yes. I think that's how it works. That's very different than the whips. The shackle whips, you have to roll in succession, and you don't get to roll both. You have to roll the first one. The first one has to be a success. And the second one has to roll and has to be a success. So it's very different than this. So this is great. These are playing different. Okay, we got this guy. This guy dead. His sizzling, I would call it a corpse, but it's just a pile of bones. And he does the from the grave, but good old Rowan is actually too fast for the thrashings of an undead guard. You are dead, sir. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. That means that his turn is over. And so was Lady Lyria's turn is over. Everybody already went. This flanking. I keep forgetting to flank, which tells me it's not a very good system. Why do I always forget to flank for Rowan? This seems like a not very fun or like well understood mechanic. Just seems like it doesn't work. The next months are good months. All the good movie shows are coming out. I know, I want to go see Hail Mary, actually. I want to see that movie. Everyone's been saying that movie is so good, especially in IMAX. They're like, it's like an amazing movie to watch in IMAX. I should start making the sound effects for the swords and shields getting hit. You know what I want to do when I make the digital version is I really want to get like some voice actors to just throw in some lines there. You know, that would be so cool. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Actually, this is interesting. If he is flanking, he takes a +1 damage, which then that would mean he's going to take 1, 2, 3 damage. Maybe I don't want him to flank this turn, actually, because it will cost too much. Interesting. That hasn't happened before. All right, Rowan's turn is over. We defeated the sizzling skull. Oh yeah, that's right. Rowan last hit this guy, so Lady Lyria does not get it. Yeah, the Ryan Gosling film. A whole bunch of people told me that the film is like really good. Like it's really, really, really good. Okay, let's do this. The Sulker is gonna hit Rowan for 1. And then that's also a peril token now for him, and he takes an extra damage. So he took 2 damage on this and a peril tracker. That hurts, but we're okay. He's okay. I think it's okay. Yeah, and then he also, oh my God, that's right. He also gets a bleeding token. Wow. Okay, he just took a lot. That is actually a lot. The question is, if I used the shield damage, if I used Kira's shield on this, would it block the damage? I guess it would just block the 1 damage, but he would still get the bleed token? I don't think you can like block this. This is not blockable. Maybe this is just unblockable. Let's put that as a note. Sulker leech attack should be unblockable. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So he's pretty banged up right now. He's down to 9 points of health. He has a peril, and he's also bloody. It's probably a good thing I didn't have him flanking, because flanking would have given him a +1 to the damage, and that would have hurt him even more. So it's our turn now. Let's go ahead and wipe the board. Kira did not get hit for being basically inebriated. Remember, those mist tokens came from the Swirl. We're going to flip this, this, and this, and we're ready to go. Okay, for starters, we want to try and get Lady Lyria to last hit the Sulker, which I think we can do. Let's get Rowan to attack first. Let's get Rowan to attack first. If he gets a 1 or a 2, I can then, yeah, I think this is the way to do this. Okay, Rowan's gonna attack the Sulker first. Actually, no. Let's have Kira attack the Sulker first. So Kira's gonna attack first. She got a 3. This is great. Oh, interesting. This is gonna be cool. I have some interesting thoughts around this. So this does 3 damage to the Sulker. Good job. Kira really just crushing it. She's just dropping like crazy crits on these guys right now. The Sulker has 1 health left, but we want Lady Lyria to attack it. So I have an idea here. All I need to do is 1 damage. I could do this attack, right? And flip this. And if I miss, I can actually drink the Jug of Speed again and do the second attack to do 1 damage. So let's try that and see how it works. We're going to do 1 damage of Bolt of Truth and see if it lands. Let's flip this, see if it lands. It does. Great. So she just killed the Sulker. Sulker's dead. That means Lady Lyria now has 3 souls. If I can grab one of these guys, she now has 3 souls to play with here. And that's the end of the round. We get 2 coins for killing the creatures. That's fun. And then we can reset everything here. Everything gets reset, right? Yeah. Yeah, did I? Yeah, no, I didn't. He didn't take bleeding damage yet because we didn't finish a round. Okay. This is working. Like, I don't know what to say. This is working so far. It's working pretty well. It does feel like I'm getting to a point where we started the game with 1 soul. I'm up to 3. I could do some stuff now. You know, I could spend 1 of these to do, you know, heroes take -1 damage from this creature for the duration of the encounter. Could be interesting. We haven't come across any armor yet. I don't think we have them. I don't even know if I mixed them in the deck. The guy with the armor. So that's not going to be a thing in here. Yeah, Raymond, it's really like, it feels solid. We didn't get any loot this time, so let's go ahead and do that. Get rid of that. And after defeating all creatures, draw 1 NPC. So we actually get another NPC here. We get Relina Lawrence. Take 1 and thanks. Pick 1 of these cards and add to your inventory. Summon Elixir, summon Bottle of Luck, or summon Savage Potion. You guys know I love the Savage Potion. Although, maybe this time I'm going to go with the Luck Potion. I've done the Savage Potion before. I want to try going with the Luck Potion, which basically gives you the ability of rerolling any fail. I'm going to try it. I haven't played with this one yet. Don't look on the Discord. Oh God. As I immediately pull up the Discord. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, AI is wild. Why didn't I use this as my my cover screen? That's a game theory. And that's a game theory. I love the extra hand it threw in. Are we gonna make that an emote? Well, that's a game theory, guys. Pick one of these cards and add to the inventory. We grab the Potion of Luck. Verlina, I'm so thankful that we freed you from prison. She doesn't go down here. This idea down here, by the way, of these single slots is that you can have one active ally or minion familiar. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's actually familiars in the game that you can bring onto your team. So if you happen to have, you know, this going on and they're all full, you can only take up to 3 of them. That's kind of tricky. I'll have to think about that because, yeah, putting them down at the bottom, I wonder if that's going to be a problem. Wait, I get to do emojis on YouTube? I'm so new to this, Raymond. I don't even know. So I do get emojis, but I have to unlock them? That reminds me, I should just do one little plug here. If you guys are enjoying this content, please like and subscribe. Just so you know, I've been doing this now. It's like my 27th live stream, and I really want to build this community. I really want to grow it. And so, yeah, if you can recommend it to people or watch some of the others, some of the other devlogs that I've done as well too. I'm going to try and update their thumbnails so it's a lot easier to take a look at and follow up with, and know like what I'm talking about. Yeah, when you get YouTube memberships, people subscribe and then get exclusive features like emojis. Oh, that's fun. Wow, I wonder when that's going to happen. Oh, that's right. I'm way far away from that. Yeah, I don't get that for a while actually. I would pull it up, but I don't know if like YouTube will freak out at me for showing like numbers or something. I don't know if that's YouTube legal or not. But I'm way far away. I have to, it's like crazy. I have to get like tons of watches and all this stuff. It's only at 500 subs. Oh, is it? Is that what it is? I'm still pretty far away from that at this point. I might start making some shorts though, because I think shorts may help. I'm trying to think of how I could turn this into shorts so that I'm not like making double content, but I just don't know how to turn this into a short. Like, is there something that I'm doing on here that's like shortable? Doesn't really feel like it. Anyway, it's a me problem. If you guys have ideas on making shorts for YouTube out of this content, please let me know. Maybe I could just do one-off battles. Maybe I just do like little one-off battles where I'm like, okay, today we're gonna put Lady Lyria up against the blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe that would be fun. I don't know. I also don't want to feel desperate, you know? I hate that these social media places like TikTok and all this stuff, and you just start feeling like so stuck on trying to make numbers go up. Anyway, 5 minutes left here on my stream for today. Should we do another battle or should we stop here? I think we should stop here and yeah, let's stop here. And why don't we just go real quick where I can show you some of the new events, locations that we're going to be doing here. I think that would be fun. This was great, guys. This playthrough was excellent. I would really love to see like what Lady Lyria could do next. Before I wrap up this playtest though, I do feel like my only notes here. Exactly, Raymond. What's a number? I love your attitude, Raymond. You're like, I got 45,000 views and I don't know, I may never post again. It's like you have the right attitude. I'm like, oh, I gotta grow the community because how am I gonna survive if I finish this game and I don't build a community that can like support it, you know, size wise? But it's hard to not pay attention to that. Should be unblockable, not unlockable. Right. Kira needs one more thing to do. Could be an additional attack on her sword or some item. So she needs something. Rowan needs the same thing. All three of these guys do. Kira, Rowan, and Lady Lyria all need additional things. Lady Lyria gets a magic dagger. Oh, Furry, you know what? I know. Last little bit here. I know what makes the dagger special. Oh, no, I don't. Do I? I was gonna say if it's a magic dagger, it could cut through armor. Like it could have like a magic blade, but then that's basically the same as the bolt of truth. What I'm trying to avoid here is like, I want to be able to burn all three of these in a battle and not just have Lady Lyria standing around being like, well, I did the fireworks. Hopefully it's going to work out. Just skip my turn now. I really want it to be where you could feel like, oh, I could burn all of these, do some crazy stuff on her turn, and then I won't be able to do crazy stuff at all next, but I do have a backup weapon that just lets me to participate, right? She still can be doing something, but it can't be more damage. You know what I'm saying? Does 5 damage to a specific enemy. Add poison at an item that you can put on weapons. Yes, that could be interesting. The magic dagger generates souls. Yeah, that's what I mean though, Cameron. You're on it. Like it's like it has to not do more damage. If it does more damage, then it ruins the thing. But it also can't be exactly the same as this. And especially Bolt of Truth is actually better because it's ranged. So if I were to burn all of these, let's say on a single turn, I was like, oh, I'm going to do Blessed Crusader first. Next hero does double damage, and I do 1 Bolt of Thunder for 1 damage. And then on the next turn, I would get this one back because these were burned because I burned them. Now she only has 1 left. It just feels like even on that turn, I could maybe even do, you know, all 3 of them. I could do Blessed Crusader and Hex of the Lyrian, which would be really cool to do all 3 of them, and I burn them. But then after that, she doesn't have anything. And I could give her a permanent soul so that she never loses one. And maybe that's what all Magic players have. But then, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Well, okay, so Cameron, you do get souls back. So here's the thing. On the card, this indicates that you use a soul on a turn. So let's say she has all 3 of these right now. If I wanted to do 2 of these, I can use Bolt of Truth and do 2 damage on a turn. I would flip them. She still has 1 left over, and that's just this turn. When the turn starts over, we reflip them. Now, if I do the burnt ones, these are supposed to be like really big spells. Like if you look over here, here's like the Croaker ones, where you get, Croakers are these giant toxic frogs. Anyway, you could burn all 3 of them where you get Croaker pheromones and you summon a Croaker to join the party during this encounter. So if I wanted to do something like this, like even if I wanted, if let's say later in the game I had this card and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the Croaker thing, and I do that on a turn, Problem is now she can't do anything though. What if you have to use the dagger for souls to come back? Ah, well, yes. So oh, you mean like if you use the dagger, you could get a soul back? Hmm. 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 Oh, I see. So you're saying, sorry, I'm just processing. You're saying like if I were to attack something with the dagger and I burnt my souls and then I use the dagger on the spider will allow me to get my soul back. That could be interesting. Like the dagger can hold a soul. That'd be kind of cool if she could actually imbue the dagger with a soul. Yeah, so the way you get souls back, Cameron, I'm not sure, of course, because on text, it's hard to read context. But right now, the plan is if a sorcerer last hits a creature, they get their soul. So that's how they get more souls. So the souls come from last hitting, which so far has worked. It's actually been pretty fun to like last hit. It adds a whole different dimension to the game. But yeah, maybe this dagger, I need to think about it. Oh shoot. Well, I'm gonna have to think about it after the stream because I gotta go do contract work for this other game I'm working on. Guys, thank you for hanging out here. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this. I'm trying to build this community, trying to make an amazing card game system with a game as well so that people can make cards, play games, have a great time. But seriously, thanks for hanging out, guys. And I'll see you guys on Monday back here again at 11 a.m. Eastern time or right around there. So you guys have a great weekend and I'll see you guys on the Discord. Discord's in the description link below too. Have a great time, guys. Thanks for hanging out. This community, I love this community. I love that we're like doing something with social media that is critical thinking and imagination and all of that. So just know that when you guys show up and we're talking about game design, I could do this all day long. It's so fun. You guys have a great day. Curtis Wow. Ow.